And that's why I'm calling upon our content creators, especially our leaders, tusikonfuziwe, tusinunuliwe. Paka sasa inaita ni ule Yesu wa Tongaren. Sasa tuko na nini Judas wa Butere, anaitwa Butita. So
this is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
With Kevin and Brian, and we are Morning Vibes. Maze, hey, you're morning in Akasawa.
Good morning, my neighbors.
Good morning, good morning.
And we hope to see you at the Youth Energy Summit.
Absolutely.
Pale, tutakuwa pale, absolutely.
Absolutely, on the 20th to the 23rd of June at KCC.
Yes.
So youngins, educators, must today, career professionals,
yes,
you know, the whole gang. You're excited about the energy sector. Unadai kuingia hapo hivyo. Kuna opportunities kibao. So let's make a date. Remember, from the 20th to the 23rd of June at the KICC. Nakona de register, very simple. Just go and search. Google search. Youth Energy Summit Nairobi KICC. Utapata hapo hivyo link flani. Open it up.
Yes.
Weka details zako. Let's go kick it. Tulize maswali. We network. We build this country.
Hapo sawa kabisa. In studio we have the president of Comedy Africa. It's as simple as that. He's also the CEO of Big Time Entertainment. And we are going to be having a great conversation. He's not only a comedian. Most recently tumemwona akisukuma rights zetu pale kwa grao.
Be dangerous.
Na tukajiuliza maswali mob ati umse ame crossover ama is he an activist? Ni mtu ya gava, kuna mtu anamtumia. We asked ourselves so many questions, but he's here to answer all the questions. And of course we're also going to be talking about the finance bill. Na your 15% tax on content creators. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Eric Omondi.
Enrico.
Tumpige makofi tafadhali.
Wapi makofi?
Ndio hiyo.
Oh, kuna digital.
Yeah, kuna digital. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, bro.
Uko sawa?
Niko sambamba.
Mazejo, najua it's not your first time here.
Yes.
To may have conversation before.
Yes.
But yeah, vitu ni mob, muda mchache. Sasa tunaweza taka tu jump into the conversation that is high cost of living. Tujue you've been pushing a lot. Tumekuona pale kwa ground. You've been doing a lot. You've been on news.
Yes.
For the right reasons. Wengine wana understand agenda, wengine hawa understand.
Yes.
Is the agenda still agending?
It's agending very well.
It's going very well.
It's going very well. The message is loud and clear. And I think it can only get louder because a lot has to change. Lazima tukue resilient.
We start with the content creators.
Yes.
Prezwali drop your proposal.
Yes.
Alisema content creators wanafaa kupewa space. This is after outcry. Kine Rico Maze, you guys muligo hard yani.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Is that a good move?
It's a good move. That's why I keep telling people, if you don't raise your voice, you will suffer. Nobody spoke about 15% taxation of content creators until I did, and it was only 2 days later. It didn't take us a month. It didn't take us weeks. Or even a week. It took us less than 72 hours, and the president dropped it. So that just goes to show that what we are doing is working, and it's helping millions of youths. Yeah, because you know right now, every youth is on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and most of them are earning from that. And a lot of them are not employed. And so I raised my voice there, took a shout, na walezo wakasikia. Na bado I don't think we're not going to relent, because unaweza lala mazee uamke upate Eriko ile kitu ilikuwa ndani na imepita. So we've seen before the president has done the same thing, has requested whoever is responsible to do something, and they didn't do it. So he gave an order to the ICT committee and finance committee, but we have to be resilient because hatujui tukilala tu kidogo tutapata ilipita.
Unajua umesema kitu important sana. Umesema content creators, it's an avenue by there for, especially online, for youth to make income at a time when kuna economic crisis flying. Not it's a major economic crisis going down in the country. So far, this environment, this Kenyan space of ours, has the government done enough kupatia mavijana chance to thrive when it comes to creating content creators?
And that is exactly my message at my point. I'm asking the government to tax content creators after a year or two or 1.5. And the reason being, they are so fresh and that they're still trying to to find their ground. Most of them, I know most of them, especially online media, these news, digital news guys, yeah. Unlike Tanzania, the likes of Boya, they're less than 6 months old. Hata bado wajielewi. They're trying to structure themselves. They're trying. So most of them have just earned their first checks from YouTube. You know, no. So and the government has never understood or supported. Hawajui hata gava bado hawajui entirely hiyo ni nini.
Hata ni ukweli. Hata hujui TikTok ni nini. Hujui
gava hujui TikTok.
Hujui models za ku-earn, hujui models za kuboost your side of earning, na bado wamesha add taxation. But what would this mean for an ordinary Kenyan? Hiyo 15% tax ingemaanisha nini for your content creator?
Instant death. They will die immediately.
Why do you say so?
Because I know of a friend of mine who just earned his first 9,200 from YouTube. Unaget? Ako excited. Na inakujanga YouTube ishaikata kang. Na YouTube inatuma kwa bank inakata kang. Ukienda kutoka nje ya bank unapata gava. Umeisha bro.
So already YouTube ishakata do yake, banki kate do yake. Alafu tena kuja bado KRA kate do yake. Ndio wewe upate hiyo
upate hiyo. Alafu sasa bro, alafu kumbuka
pate lunch.
And that's what we're nasema gava needs to call these guys. They're not like they're millions. Then there are a few hundreds, yeah. Call these guys, the main ones from Mombasa, from Kisumu, Nyeri, Kisii, Nairobi. Call them to KNT or KICC and just talk to them, understand TikTok, understand Instagram, and then wafanyele kitu ya moshi, wapatie tu laptop,
wapatie tu laptop,
kamera, alafu wawache.
Umesema kitu kingine interesting sana. Ulisema it is because of the outcry. Hizo mademo maze. You guys made noise.
Yes.
And presoli bida me badge.
Yes.
Lakini jana CBD maze. That same that right to go out there and demonstrate, all Kenyans have it. It's no one should infringe on that right. Lakini tulichiki makarao maze, tear gas nini wase wengine walitupo kwa landi because guys are complaining about the finance bill.
Hata Eriko mwenyewe.
Mayouth kwanza.
Eriko mwenyewe umekuwa mgeni wa serikali for
maramob sana.
Na kuna time tena uliwaambiwa wasijaribu kukushika. Wakakuja wakakushika tena.
Unacheki hata unaweza cheki kwa clip, it's mostly youth who are out there.
Yes.
So is it a case of the government outrightly ignoring welfare ma vijana, the easy ma complaints tuko nazo?
Yes.
Or are we just seeing a government that's dictatorial? Wanaforce agenda zao down our throats?
It's both. Because you see, if you look at most of these demonstrations, they are very peaceful. Mine is one of them. The one we saw yesterday, it's just a couple of people walking and singing peacefully. Hata kuna mtu amefanya anything. So the people who usually start or bring the chaos is the police. Mtu anapita tu hapo, akiimba tu, akisema tu vijana tushika, then unaspala ta tear gas. Nobody, hakuna mtu ametupa mawe, hakuna mtu ameloot, watu wanatembea tu. But the police are the ones who instigate this violence and arrest unnecessarily. I remember when I was demonstrating in Kisumu, one of the policemen, sai kusema nani anaweza lose job yake, aliuliza akasema, lakini hawa vijana mngewaacha tu hapo for 1 hour ama 2 hours, watachoka, wataenda. As in, how for how long can you sing in the sun? Because unajua ya Kisumu
manze
hatukukaa hata hapo 2 minutes. In fact, nilikuwa na complain maze, nilikuwa naomba government as a joke maze, hata maze mimi na feel ni kama maandamano za Raila na zangu maze kuna bit of maze kuna bit of
wanakuonea wananitiaga.
Za Raila zinaendanga kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni.
Zako ni
the longest I've had is 4 minutes. No sooner had I arrived that I was picked.
Checky, and is it by design? Because the other time I remember unakaa ni madharau wakupatie time, hata wakupatie
alafu tia gas zangu za kwanga moja, hata wanazima wanasema watatumia baadaye,
hata wanakuambia tuko tu na 4 hizi demonstrations zako 4 zinakaa. But Eriko, how did you move from just being a funny man to social commentary? And it's not the first time I've heard you say in other countries Dave Chappelle will stand up and speak about gayism. In other countries utaona mse kama Dave Chappelle Bobby Wine. Kevin Hart atasimama aseme hey man, I don't like how easy taxes, unaget? And nothing would happen to them. Hapa hivi ukiongea washa kuanza sijui any project, sijui political affiliation, who is behind you. Alafu pia mimi niko na swali personal, ulichukua CV zetu ukapeleka wapi?
Zipo Central. Zipo kwa mkokoteni, ziko na kesi. Zipo mpaka hata ukipita angalia utaona mkokoteni ziko hapo.
Bado ziko hapo.
Ziko hapo.
Hazikufika state house. Hebu tuambie, so why is it that you decided to make a clear stand from being a funny man? I know.
Yes.
Wacha nikwambie, why I respect anyone who's funny is that they found all other serious reasons, but they found a funny way
to say it,
of actually amplifying it. So that's why I respect comedians. But why is it that Eric Omondi has decided, unajua nini, mimi I'll stand up and talk about the serious issues ongoing? Has it affected your comedy?
Yes, it has affected my comedy greatly, but I also got to a point nika realize mazani nilianza comedy officially 2008. So that's like 16 and a half years. And Kenyans have really supported me. But ukika chini ulize, what is that one thing Eric Omondi amefanya kusaidia mafans wake? What is that CSR ashaienda? Hajaienda hata mahali kwa children's home kusaidia watu. Yani kufanya tu wife material na tumemsupport hapa na mado.
Na unasumbua Eric. Eric anasumbua.
So I decided I'll lend my voice because that's what Kenyans have given me. I'll give back. I'm the most followed on social media.
So 4.1 million.
4.1 million
on IG.
Yeah, almost 3 million on Facebook. And nikasema why not use these platforms to help people, young people and Kenyans, to raise my voice. Unajua, that's the best way I can give back to society, by ensuring that at least kama kuna suffering Kenyans wanna go through, nimefind a way ya kuongelelea ama kuireduce ama kueradicate kabisa. And we've been successful in most instances, some we are not, but tunaendelea mpaka mwisho. And this is now Eric Omondi's newfound agenda. Na sasa tuko na chekesha tukipata time ya kuchekesha, but for now I don't see anything to smile about.
Do we have a structure? Do we have a system that even with Eric Omondi doing other things in London, juna kulanga trip London, US wapi, isa ile umeenda trip, si tunabaki hapa home ground, sisi kama communication manager tunabaki home ground to make sure that your agenda is agending, kwa sababu unajua we don't want it to be just a one man show. So do you have a system whereby Eric Omondi is going to have like a bunch of young people who understand what the main goal is? And I remember that's how EFF ilianza South Africa, where they found a common goal and waliona economy ndo inaafektiwa. So Eric Omondi is doing pretty much the same thing. Akiona kitu anatuma shout out, anasema we cheki, I don't like how this is being done. Right. So do you have like a system that will go years and years? So
now we are in that process, because now you cannot do these things alone. You can't be alone and win. True. Yeah, so we are in the process of structuring that and forming. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it a movement.
Not party.
Not party. Not party. It's not political.
Yeah.
But we are forming that, and it's mainly for young people. Okay. It's called Youth Alliance Kenya.
Youth Alliance Kenya.
Yak. As in yak.
Let me tell you. No, these days sini wa sharp. Wa Kenya, by the way, we've become so brilliant and we can tell things. We've seen a pattern of things. Yak. I think it's going to be a political party. Kusema ukweli. And it wouldn't be surprising to me, because unacheki watu walikuwa in your position, people who are, let me just say, celebrities in the form of, let's say, actors, comedians. I'll give an example. Mtu kama Zelensky. Umse alikuwa an actor. He was a
comedian.
He was a comedian, dancing with the stars.
Yes.
Do you see yourself actually growing through the ranks at some point in your career, maze? Useme niaje, you know what? I'm going for this top seat to hell. Because you're very ballsy for wasn't it surprised you decide to run for president? Like I would here we go again.
Of course. Yeah. I was surprised. At this point, bro, when vitu zinaendelea, nikianza hii agenda, nilikuwa nauliza hiyo swali, nilikuwa naitoka. I think nilikuja hapa last time uniuliza. Nilikuwa natoka from the deepest part of me. Aje sasa. Kwanza wanasiasa ndio wametuharibia, au MPs ndio wanachoma. But bro, naamka leo maze, unagongwa na skari, kesho unagongwa na unga, kesho kutwa ni fuel, leo sijui ni tena tax. So unaanza kurealize sometimes in life maze lazima uingie pale ndani. For how long will I go outside parliament?
Exactly.
Kukulatia gas.
The way life is so short these days.
Saizi unaweza maze siku moja kitu unaweza gonga mguu tena ujipate kwa wheelchair maze. For how long will I be arrested? For how long? So sometimes unafika point unaanza kufikiria wait. Hii kitu haizi work na hii pattern moja. So unaanza kufikiria unaanza kufikiria okay. Sasa watu they're powerful. They have the police, they have they have the system. So sometimes you have to not join them, but you have to go in there and make changes from within. Yeah, but we must change a few things before we do that.
So it's a possibility for you to get there.
It's a possibility.
It's highly likely.
Yes, but with a lot of changes before we go in there.
Oh yeah.
We have to legally put in place. Juu kila mtu kuja hapa vibes anaongea vile anaongea. Kila mtu enda kwa street anakulatia gas. But si wanaingianga kwa parliament. Alafu nini happen?
Same.
Wanatugeukia.
Wanatugeukia, wanakuwa kigeugeu.
Kuna ile kucheza clip fulani hapa hivi.
Okay.
And then we can react on it immediate.
That is why we have Jugush around. That's why we have Butita around. These are our great artists who today are monetizing their content. Pongezi sana gentlemen. Tuwapige makofi. Those two young men you see there, they are making more money than my salary. Those guys. Musiwaone hivi ati wamevaa sijui t-shirt na mregani. Those guys are serious entrepreneurs. Wapige makofi tena. Congratulations for trailblazing.
Yo, ati making more money than the president. Hey.
Narrative, bro. Narrative.
You need narrative.
Creating a narrative. Creating a narrative. You need narrative, and that's why I'm calling upon our content creators, especially our leaders, tusikonfuziwe, tusinunuliwe. Paka sasa inaita ni ule Yesu wa Tongaren. Sasa tuko na nini Judas wa Butere. Anaitwa Butita. So and maboy wangu. So we must be vigilant, bro. Or tusikue confused, tusikue inatonga divide and rule. Creating a perception and a narrative that tuko sawa, tuko na do. Mimi sina shida baadaye na kina Churchill na Omondi. Maybe hao tumekuwa tukitaksiwa. Mimi shida yangu ni our 19-year-old to 22 wenye are just upcoming, our TikTokers. Una get? Our YouTubers, yeah. So hiyo siku mazee ilikuwa very sad day, even though ilienda poa juu ilienda uwezo akisema in either way ana recommend what tusitaksiwe.
Yeah.
But maboy wangu na hao madem tusiende direction ya kwenda State House. Tuteka stand.
Yeah, unajua speaking of TikTok waswali walikuwa na kucheki ukiflaunt ile madozako so much money.
Eric hata alikuwa ndani leo unataka flaunt mazi.
Eric wallahi I've never seen that kind of money, bro. Nikasema omega yako on umeomoka deadly. So some people saying you're being a bad example to our youth. Unaflosi awase na at the same time unasema unapigania rights awase ati hali ya maisha imekuwa hard, but you're there flaunting with your money, you're covering another girl with money ati hiyo ni duve yake. Isn't that hypocritical?
It's not like Sonko says. Me, I'm the only person mwenye jana nilikuwa Langata. Tumejengea watoi Langata prisons. Tumejengea watoi nini sitaki kusema ni shule, a playground. Hiyo kuna watoi wako ndani ya jela na mama zao 0 to 4 years. Tumejengea watoi hiyo place, tumewekea TV, tumewekea makatuni. So hiyo pesa kwa ametubless nayo, tunapatia watu unga. Nimekuwa ushago juzi, tukaenda kwa posho tukashaga watu. So hiyo pesa tuko nao pia ni baraka God ametupea, and we can see what we are doing with it. We are sharing with Kenyans. But anyway, that was an advert.
How would you
ilikuwa advert hiyo.
But it was funny like
yes,
how would you define President Ruto's leadership style?
So far not so good. Yeah. Especially with the promises that we were given. Na hawa watu wa bodaboda
na hawa jamaa
hawa mama mboga
wakaweza kukuja na pesa,
tutaweka kando 50 billion
tuwapatie electric car
Yes. Na nyinyi wa mama
ndio tutawapatia
na watu wa gas.
Tutawapatia mtungi mjaze gas pekee
na taxes. Tutahakikisha ya kwamba zote zimeenda chini. Yes. Immediately. Sasa it's the exact opposite. It's the exact. Bro, the president today doesn't need to plan and budget today, right now, hapa penye wanaomba sio wanaomba, and akiamka pale today he has the ability to change the lives of Kenyans today because already kuna 50 CSs wenye wameblokiwa na koti, hata walikuwa kotini last week, meaning koti wakiambia tu wakipea go ahead, you know what will happen instantly?
Mishahara.
The 50 of them watapewa mortgage, watapewa car allowance, watapewa house allowance, watapewa 3 security, watapewa secretary, watapewa ofisi immediately. Meaning your pesa iko tu mali chini ya meza. Saizi kuna 82 million nangoja kubaya kina Mudavadi magari. So my point is, hiyo pesa iko bro.
Iko.
So hatuwezi kusema ati lazima tutax watu, lazima hakuna economy ni mbaya. Sijui the former government.
Na mbona wasitax MPs? Because me I feel like a bill should be introduced wajitax. Hata on imports pia. Juu unapatiwa karibu 30 meter ya hao. Imagine. 30 million.
No mob.
No ni mtu mmoja. So imagine if you replicate that to the overrepresentation yenye unasema, hiyo ni domob sana.
Domob sana. Yeah. Domob sana. Na hata nilikuwa nasema MPs wachukue tu 4 months. MPs, MCAs, women reps, governors, senators, president, deputy president, Mudavadi, Wetangula, wachukue tu 4 months. Wachukue half pay. Half pay too.
Half pay.
You know why? Because right now maisha ni ngumu. The cost of living is high. Now ni leaders. So we lead by example. Exactly. Waseme for 4 months tunachukua 50% of our pay. Hiyo pesa isiko pale central bank sijui na kuanga wapi. Alafu wa decide. Hii pesa iende kwa mama. Hii pesa iende kwa watoi. Then wamesaidia. Lakini tusiamke kila saa tunasikia wameongezwa mshahara. Get. But on the same breath wanataka kutax mtu wa boda.
Najua tunakafunga because we are just about to get to the top of the hour.
Yes.
But what's your take? Is it hard to kutetea wasanii wa Kenya because you've tried it before? Na Demukami anasema apendi style yako tu ya venye unatetea wasanii ndio ibambi. So she doesn't trust in what you're doing because ibambi. And then your beef with Obina, is it organic ama jamaa amekushinda tu? Yani achane tu na wewe.
First of all, me I'll always fight for wasanii because me ni musani. My style inaweza kuwa maybe different kidogo, but it gives me results. Juu unacheki iko na results zake. Unaona Ruto aliongea juzi akasema naomba tuachie time. So it works. Saizi South Soul wako tour. Calligraph ameenda Nigeria, ameenda sijui Australia.
King Kaka pia ako
ametoka UK juzi. So ni ripple effects. It takes maybe 2 or 3 or 4 months, and of late ujaona wa Nigeria ujaona wa Nigeria wakijaja huku kuna time walikuwa na every week mpaka wanaenda Meru. Unaona of late hapa ujaona of late.
Ile checking ngoma ya October, his latest song alikuwa anasema die story ya ngoma asikizangi ngoma za Nigeria. Yo bro, Nigerians there's some people who just they are against the
no but they're dope. Wamejipanga.
Mimi na prefer genge tone.
So our wasanii, I'm older than them.
You're richer than them.
I'm richer than them.
You have more followers than them.
You have more followers than them.
You have traveled
more than them. I've done more shows than them. So I am a freedom fighter. Mimi ni mzee.
Let's take a short break. Alafu tukirudi unaenda kusema closing remarks.
Haina shida.
Tawachapa hivi na some busy.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.